Spreadsheets can really drive you crazy and make budgeting a total nightmare, and then it becomes all too much to get going at all. The secret is you don't need to be a pro to make a budget. You just need to lean on the pros to help you get started and then get organized. So what are the pros using? Today, I'm going to show you 3 free apps that you can use to get your budget right in 2025. The first app is GoodBudget. GoodBudget is a really great tool. I really like their slogan, which is envelope budgeting for the modern world. You get 10 envelopes for the classic things like groceries, dining out, buying clothes, taking your significant other out for a date night. Then the extras, you can put envelopes for things like, I don't know, a travel fund, maybe a new dog, maybe you want to move and you want to save up that down payment for a new house. Those are some things you could use with the extra envelope. But what even is envelope budgeting? Just in case you don't know what it is, it's quite self-explanatory, but here's how it works. It's a cash-based system where you have different envelopes for different things. So as we talked about before, it could be groceries, could be rent, could be clothing. But here's an example. Let's say you're going out to eat and, well, let's say you've put $200 in your dining out envelope. Let's say you're going out to eat, it's the 3rd time this month, but you want that extra beer. You had a long week at work, but it doesn't matter, that beer's gonna put you over. It means it's water for you. GoodBudget's free plan also allows you to share one account with 2 people, which I think is really cool because then you and let's say your significant other, for example, can be on the same plan and have the same goals. Here's why this practice works for people. It eliminates things like credit cards, which can be really sneaky and help you rack up really bad debt if you don't know how to use them correctly. It also builds discipline. For example, it's kind of like the budgeting embodiment of you're going to do what you said you're going to do. If you said you're only going to spend $200 on dining out, then it's only $200 on dining out. The next app I want to talk about is called Pocket Guard. What I like about Pocket Guard is its seamless integration of all of your bank accounts so that you can have an up-to-date snapshot of all of your accounts, with what you've been spending, what you're saving. But that's also not all it can do. It also has some really cool features like debt management tools. You can roll over budgets and you can do subscription tracking. You can also make unlimited budget categories, so you can get as far into the weeds as you want on your different spending types. Before you sign up for Pocket Guard, what I would do is to go to pocketguard.com and scroll all the way down to the bottom. There you can see all their free resources they have, like a debt payment management tool, their loan calculators, subscription trackers, things of that nature. Really dive into the website and try to figure out if it's going to be worth your money for you. I always say, like, if you're going to spend money on something, make sure it's really worth it, especially a budgeting tool, because this is supposed to be about getting control of your expenses and getting an understanding of what you're spending your money on, and not necessarily just adding another expense to the tally. The third app I want to talk to you about today is Credit Karma. This is from the giant company called Intuit. So Intuit you probably know from TurboTax, QuickBooks, and probably Credit Karma. Credit Karma is the place where you can go and check your credit score for free after answering a few questions. Most of your bank accounts have that built-in functionality now, but Credit Karma was kind of the OG, if you will, of being able to have fast credit checks. But you might be asking, like, what does this have to do with budgeting? So Intuit has actually taken the old app Mint, the budgeting tool, and rolled it into Credit Karma to make kind of one giant personal finance app. So you can link personal bank accounts and investment accounts, retirement accounts. You can even link your home price to it. But they have like 17,000 plus registered link accounts. It's never been easier to just automate that and use up-to-date tools and snapshots without having to manually upload things or upload transactions. Your transactions just flow right into the app. It's super seamless. A cool feature that a lot of people like about Credit Karma is once you have all your accounts linked, it allows you to see your net worth in real time. So as things update, as your assets update, as your debt updates via transactions and cash balance movements and investments, your home, you can scroll up, you can go to the app, scroll down for a refresh, and you'll always know what your net worth is at any point in time, as long as you're giving it all the relevant information it needs to know. It's like a one-stop shop for everything you need to know about your personal finances. Seeing your net worth grow like that can be a really powerful feature. Then you get those gratifications from budget wins all in one app, which is really cool, and you can get them all the time, and you can see the progress you're making. You can set up spending tracking as well to see the different categories to make sure that you're staying inside those budget constraints that you've set for yourself. The main con that I see with Credit Karma is there's no way to set a real cap on the different categories from what I've seen. So you'd have to do the work on your own to make sure that you know what those different category caps are going to be, and then it would be on you to do the personal discipline to stay inside those caps. Whereas contrast that with an envelope, for example, the cap is, the envelope's empty. Here, it would be more on you to make sure that you stay inside those boundaries. So again, with Credit Karma, you'll be well aware of your net worth, your spending, your debt, how you're doing, but the budget caps and the discipline will still be on you. There's nothing in the app that's going to stop you from overspending, so it'll still be on you to try to figure that out. And now I know this video started with spreadsheet errors and how terrible they are and how nerve-wracking they can be, but Google Sheets actually has some really nice templates that you can use to get yourself started quick and free. So you can go and start basically a new Google Sheet. Instead of starting from scratch, where it says new file, go there should be something called template gallery. So click on that template gallery, and then you'll either have a budget one show up, or you should search for just budget, and there will be some great options there, and click on one of them and you'll have a pre-canned model just kind of ready to go. And the one style that I would look for that I think is quite helpful is you'll have a dashboard tab and a transactions tab. The transactions tab is where you'll input all of your information, so spending category, date, amount, and what it was if you want any sort of like descriptive notes. And then you make sure that whatever category you pick from the drop down, it will be linked to the dashboard on the front. And so then the dashboard will be set up to automatically update for you. Again, it's a pretty low lift and great way to get started for free. So budgeting feels like a scary task, but it doesn't have to be. Remember, lean on the pros and use one of these free apps we talked about today, or one of the Google Sheets templates, and then you'll be attacking your budget from a place of maximum clarity. Go ahead and add a comment to tell me which method you think would be best for you and your current needs at this time. I'd love to know. Also, if you have any relevant feedback for these videos, or types of videos you'd like to see, topics you'd like to see, also leave a comment there. I'll be sure to try to incorporate them in upcoming videos. But whatever you do, make sure you try one of these this week and see what sticks, see what works best for you, see what works best for your style, see what fits your needs the best, and just be consistent. Remember, just be consistent. Progress is better than perfection. Don't forget to subscribe to Jobless by Design.